Joe Biden had the perfect reaction to that unhinged, Handmaid's Tale-esque response to his State of the Union speech by Republican Senator Katie Britt. She says that she's talented and that he couldn't really understand the connections she was making. This is just absolutely perfect. Like, not even giving it a full response because it's so irrelevant. I love this. The Hill reports, Biden on Britt's State of the Union response. I thought she was a very talented woman, which is, of course, a direct allusion to the fact that it was really like a performance. She took on a completely affected voice and demeanor like nothing she's ever done before. It was really a performance. It was not a response. Biden described it as, she described her as talented. Quote, I just saw a little bit on television. Quote, I thought she was a very talented woman. I didn't quite understand the connections that she was making. This is the right type of response. These are people who are so fundamentally not serious, who shouldn't even be allowed to sit at the adult table, but because they bring only childish voices and ridiculous reactions that have nothing to do with what the adults are actually talking about. We have real problems to solve in this country. We have an important election coming up on which you could argue democracy hinges. And they send forward a senator who can do no better than to say, everything is so bad. I spoke to a woman who was trafficked. Yeah, 20 years ago, and it has nothing to do with Joe Biden. What are you talking about? So I love Biden taking it as seriously as it deserves to be taken, which is not seriously at all. It was a performance. As far as it being an act, maybe it deserves some kind of award, but that's really all it was. And she didn't make any sense whatsoever. So I like this. Sometimes you will see reactions to the reaction that give it too much attention or too much credit for being anything other than an unhinged tirade. This one was not only an unhinged tirade, but it was one delivered by someone whose connection to reality seems very, very tenuous at best. Now, I know that there are some in MAGA world that are pleased with Britt's speech, but there are many Republicans who have, in the media and electeds, who have said, what are we doing? This was the best we could do. This was the reaction that we decided we're going to put out there. And by the way, you know, the allegations about Biden being on drugs during the speech aside, which seem to be not getting very much traction, there is one major indicator that the speech did everything that Joe Biden needed it to do, and it has to do with money. Let's talk about that next.